Okay, so we're going to use a squidgy ball. Completely optional. Everything can be done without a squidgy ball, but I'm going to use it. A band as well, a lot of mobility and stretch stuff. Slide the ball underneath your lower back. So just find a place for it. You want it just above your buttocks, or maybe at the top of your buttocks, but supporting your lower back, so your tailbone is sitting quite happily in a comfortable place. Arms relaxed down by your side. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, just gently squeeze the ball towards the floor using your lower abdomen. And then the inhale, just release it off. So we're starting to wake up the deep core of the lower back and the lower abs. A little squishing, like a little tailbone tilt. And then you release it off. So just do 4 or 5 of those, squeezing, and then releasing again. So just a couple more of those. Make sure you're breathing into the sides of your rib cage, exhaling through your mouth to squeeze it. And then when you've done your last one, keep that little squeeze, not too much compression on that ball, and then lift both your legs up to tabletop, nice little supportive position. Inhale, pull your knees closer in towards your chest. You can feel that lovely curve in the spine. It stretches out your sacrum into that lower back. And as you exhale, push your legs away, slightly angled to 45 degrees, finding your balance. Extend your knees and maybe push your heels away and toes in. And then we're going to point our toes and then bend those knees, pull them right in towards your chest. You feel that lovely feeling on your lower back. Squeeze the belly to get those thighs closer into the chest. And as you exhale, push away again, extend, push through the heels, toes in, lengthen out through the knees. We're going to do 2 more of those. Point the toes, bend your knees in, tuck in closely like you're curling to the little ball. And then push those legs away. Perhaps you can go a little bit lower. As you push those legs away, you just squeeze your tummy into that ball a little bit more. Last one. Nice long deep breaths and exhale, kick it away. Push it away. Let's just hold for a little bit longer this time. Squeeze down into that ball. Take 1 more breath in. And as you exhale, bend those knees and pop your feet down onto the floor. Good. I want you to slide your fingers just to hold the ball gently underneath the bottom. And then if you can, just tuck those shoulder blades under a little bit, opening up through the shoulders. Spread your toes, all 4 corners of the feet are pressed into the floor. And we simply lift our hips up, away from that ball. Nice, long, deep lengthening through the front of the thighs. And then gently drop your bum back down and squeeze the belly like you're pushing the ball back down to the floor. Big lift up. Holding at the top for breath in. As you exhale, we drop back down, squeeze into that ball. Breath in and go again. So we're going to do 8 of these. Big lift up. And every time you drop down, maybe get a little bit more squeeze into the tummy. Maybe on your next lift off that bridge, you go that bit further. Make sure you get that pause at the top of the breath in, that pause at the bottom as you squeeze down. So you should have a couple of more repetitions left here. So last one, let's just hold that bridge up at the top. Big lift up, and it's just some little pulses to wake everything up. It squeezes up, squeeze into the glutes. Just another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then gently flip it back down into that forward, adjusting as much as you need to, releasing your shoulder blades. Lift those knees back in towards your chest. This time, grab hold with your hands and drive the thighs in towards you. Should feel lovely on that lower back. Back one, take a little rock side to side. And then bring your arms back down by your side. Take your legs to tabletop. And we're going to extend one leg forward down towards the floor, point the toe, bend those knees back in again, and just swap to the other side. Or if you're feeling quite strong today, you can do it full leg straight, and then just drop one leg down, point the toe, bring the leg back up, and swap to the other side. Work on thinking about length of the leg. If you're doing it straight legs, think about extending out through the knees, pushing that leg away from you, using your tummy. You've got the support on your lower back, so you can do a lot more with the ball underneath your bottom. If you want a little bit more of a core challenge, you can take your arms up above your head. Then you've lost your stability, and then you need to use your core to keep the control. Breathing in to lower the leg, breathing out to lift. Maybe 6 more, keep it slow. Last couple of reps here. One more. If those legs all the way up to sky, you're ready, or keep them bent. Point the toes, push those legs about 45 degrees from the hips. Just do some little swing kick movements. Really up a bit. You can drop as low as you like. Keep your kicks fairly shallow. 10 more seconds here. Activate those abs a little bit more. Squeeze that ball a little bit more. Make sure you're breathing. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees back in. Grab hold of those knees. Take them a little bit wider this time. Pull them towards your armpits. And just sway side to side. Just gently. Wake up those hip flexors. Pop your feet back down to the floor when you're ready. Just the ball as much as you need to. Sometimes it slips out a little bit. Cup that ball again with your hands. Tuck those shoulder blades under again. Feet in line with the hip and the knees. We roll up into a bridge. This time, we're going to lift the left knee in. Drop it back down. Tap your ball with the buttocks. Lift up through the other leg. Pull the right knee in. Drop it. Drop your buttocks. So we just do an alternating one leg bridge. Put it in, dropping down, lifting up, pull it in, dropping down. You can take it to a straight leg and then bend it back. And you can prefer to keep off that ball, just stay up in that bridge and alternate legs from there. Lifting, bending the knee, dropping, try to keep those buttocks away from the ball. There's your challenge, to keep that elevation of the bridge. We're going to go another 6. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Four. 3, 2, 1. Let's go for those hip pulses. This time lift the heels and just squeeze up there. Bring your knees a little bit closer together. Keep pressing. 8, 7, 6. Really tilt through that tailbone. 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Drop your heels and drop the buttocks back into that ball. Let your spine be supported. Take a breath. Keeping your arms down by your side. Release your shoulder blades. Lift those legs back to tabletop. So this time, we're going to drop the right knee slightly out to the side and kick it forward and circle it around. And then the other side. Doing like one breaststroke leg and then alternating. Alternatively, straight legs, which I think feels a bit better. Big circle into the center and all the way up to the top. So open out to the side, circle it down to the middle, and lift it up. And then obviously you have that option to do 2 legs, opening out wide, circling around, pulling together, up in the center. 8 more. You do 2 legs, loads of abs, squeeze down into that ball, relaxing the shoulders as best you can. 4 more. Plus 2. 1 more. And then stop all the way up at the top and let's reverse. So if you're doing 1 leg, you drop the leg forward in front, open it out to the side, bring it all the way back around to the top. And then when you're ready, if you feel the need, 2 legs together. So if you do 1 leg alternating on that other direction, maybe try and do 2 legs together in this direction, see if that works. 8 more. Really utilize your hips, really stretch out through those inner thighs. 5 more, keep the pace, beautifully slow. Last 3. Last 2. Now, when we've done that last one, I'm just going to finish it off again by dropping down to that 45-degree angle, legs straight, back toes, little kicks. So keep the kicks shallow, but drop your legs low if you need more on those tummy muscles. Pressing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop those feet down. Release the ball up, out from underneath the bottom, and just enjoy that lovely sensation on your lower back. Take your feet and knees a little bit wider and just rock the knees side to side. Line 1, just drop behind the opposite heel and just rock the legs, mobilize those hips. And then when you've done your last one, drop over to the right, bring your knees back to the middle. And just pop that ball between your knees. Nice little bit of support. When you do some rotations, and what's nice about rotations with the ball is it keeps your hips beautifully aligned. So we're going to open the arms wide with palms facing up. And then we're going to lift back up to that tabletop position. And we're going to rock our knees over to the right. So we don't quite hit the floor. Eye gaze goes to the left. Swing the knees back to center. Take your eye gaze to the right and drop it over to the left. So we exhale over, eye gaze the other way. And then keep going. You want more? Stretching your legs, keeping the ball where it is. Just squeezing it between those inner thighs. So we can make a real point of getting a little bit more squeeze, especially as you rock over and pause to one side. Give me 6 more. Keep your breath going. 3 more. And you go that little inch lower, keeping the control through your abs. And then when you've done that last one, We're going to swing our legs back to the middle, bend the knees, and then let's just take a little rest over to the right. Pop your knees down, keep the ball between the knees. It's a nice gentle rotation. You can just catch the thighs if you need to, or just let them drop. And then look to that left hand, reach the arm, feeling that stretch open through your shoulder blade. Mini little stretch into the left hip, glute area. Release the right arm, swing the knees into centre, keep the feet fairly low, and then just carefully transition to the outside. Popping those knees down, catching the thigh if you wish, and then twist it to that right shoulder, reach the arm further. One deep breath here. Now release that thigh, roll the knees back into the middle, pop your feet down in the centre. Close the heels a little bit closer to your bottom, your arms can stay out wide, and we're going to lift our hips back up into that bridge. When you come up to the top, squeeze the as tight as you can between the inner thighs, and then release your hips halfway down. Exhale, lift and squeeze. So you really want to feel that activation of the inner thighs more and more every time you lift up. You want to push as hard as you can so you feel that shaking sensation, easing it off as you lower your buttocks. 7 more. And you want to go into more of a squeeze every time. Nice long deep breaths in as you drop down, exhale, squeeze it up. Last 2. Okay, let's hold this last one up into the air and little pulse squeezes at the top. Hips up a little bit higher, glutes on. Keep pressing, 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 pressing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it. Hit the floor, take a breath at the bottom. Bring the knees up towards your chest. Give a little hug in with that ball there. Again, that little rock side to side. Little massage just below back. Now just move the ball to the ankles. So you hold the ankles. Straighten your legs to the sky, holding the back of your thighs briefly. Just give them a little bit of stretch. Now you have 2 options here. You can keep your knees bent, open the knees a little bit so you've got more of a kind of diamond shape, and you're going to reach the ball with the hand, and then you're going to lengthen your arms and extend your legs, maybe to 45, maybe a little bit lower. Then bend your knees wide again, pass the ball back between the ankles, and then lengthen the legs forward, extend the arms back. So you're just passing the ball between, or just completely dropping it. Passing the ball between your ankles and your hands, just working to the up again. So if you prefer to keep your knees bent, keep that diamond shape, you can tap your heels to the floor as you lengthen your arms, bring them back in, squeeze the ball, and stay in that diamond shape if you prefer. I'm just going to do 6 more of these to make them as deep as you can go. Big stretch forward in those arms, big stretch back in those arms. Make sure you're doing a little crunch to pass and feed the ball. Last 3. Last 2. Then one more big reach in, feel it, lengthen. And then drop your feet and pop the ball down by your side. Bring the soles of feet together and take a real rock through the hips. Rock yourself back into the middle. Catch your knees with your hands. Work your hands down your shins. You might just want to hold by your ankle, push your heels down, open up to a lying down hip opener. You might want to slide your hands around the outsides of your feet. Get a firm grip. Push your heels down, open the knees. Pull your shoulders back. And just feel that wonderful stretch in the hips. And as you breathe out, try and open the knees a little bit wider. Try and pull those shoulders back a little bit more. Couple more breaths here. And then just bring those knees back together. Pop your feet down on the floor again. Pick up that ball again. You do one more exercise with the ball between the ankles. So hit them there. Arms out wide again, palms up. We're going back to rotation. This time, I want you to take the knees over halfway or 3/4 way down towards the right leg, right hand to me. And then straighten your legs out, reaching towards the right hand. Bend the knees back through to center and over to the other side. Extending the legs. And then coming back through the middle. You can turn your eye gaze the opposite way again to keep mobilizing the spine. Bring up the neck. And then you've got the option to work it more in a pendulum. Squeezing that ball between the ankles as you lower down. Using your tummy muscles to lift the legs up over to the other side. We're going to do 8 more of these. Keep the shoulder blades pinned to the floor. Last 4. Last 2. Now when you've done your last one, bring those legs all the way back up to the middle. Then bring your hands in front of your chest, go into pistol grip, side and fingers. And then reach up to that ball and go into some crunches, tapping that ball every time. Reaching high, straightening those knees, challenge those hamstrings. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Release the ball, hug the knees in one more time. Now, grab your band and work into those hamstrings. So, these stretches we're going to do sitting up. So, we're going to slide our hands around the back of the thighs, roll yourself up. So, we're still going to work that ball. We're just going to do a little bit of hamstring stretching before we go back to ball and come back and do more stretching. So we're going to grab the band, take it around the left foot, take the left leg out wide, and then slide the right leg in. Now, for me, my hip isn't like this, so if I get my ball, slide it underneath my thigh, and it takes all the pressure out of my hip joint, so that's now supported. So what you want to ideally have is both your legs at the same angle. You turn towards your left leg, catch the band with your right hand, and you bend your elbows and you dive down towards that leg, keeping the left leg as straight. So what you want to maybe move further, you take your left hand in front of the right hand, and then your right hand steps forward, and you can go deep into that stretch. So just stay here for a good 20 to 30 seconds, just easing into that hamstring. Breathing, relaxing the shoulders, bending the elbows, and just driving the chest down towards that thigh. And 2 breaths in here. Begin to ease it off. Coming all the way up. Bending that left knee, taking the band in your left hand. Taking your hands onto the right knee, sitting up tall. First of all, take a little twist, open up through the arm. Bring it up by your ear, reach some fingers up towards the sky, dead straight arm, and then a side bend over towards that left foot. You might want to straighten the leg out slightly and go deeper, but keep the arm wedged inside that leg. And then just turn your eye gaze and your chest up towards the sky and keep extending through that elbow. Just breathing here. Push your right hip down so you feel everything stretching out around that lower back. Every time you breathe out, go a tiny bit further. 2 more deep breaths here. And then releasing the arm carefully. Roll it back out. Wait to bring that leg round in front of you. Free your right leg and just pop that leg over the left leg. So it's just the ankles relaxed over. And then walk down that band, pull your toes in, and then work on stretching out through the back of your left calf and hamstring. It's not very nice, it's quite horrible behind the back of the knees, it's all tendons. So just go as far as you can, relaxing the shoulders again, softening your spine. Breathe more breath. Go a little bit further on that last breath. And then just walk up your hands, ease it out. Breathe out ankles and release that back. So we're going to come back and do the right side in a minute. We're just going to grab the ball, put it behind the lower back, soften the knee, and then sink down so that it's supporting your abs. So adjust it as much as you need to. Arms are in front. We're going to do some arm circles. We're going to lift up. We're going to follow that hand. We're going to swoop it all the way back around and swap to the other side. Lifting up, rotating, turning, and swooping. Inhale, exhale. One more each arm. Let's change the direction. Swooping down, lift it up. See if you can follow that hand still. Five. Going to turn on this one. Swoop it. How far can you reach? How far can you swoop? 3 more. Last one. Pause it. Excuse me. Lift your arms. Little pulses here. Into the ball. 9, 8, 7, 6. If it's too much, put your hands here. A little bit of support. Just little crunches here. Last 2. And 1. Roll it forward. So your hands down those shins. Bow your head. After a couple of breaths, lift your spine tall. Chest up, shoulders back. Bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees fall out, but keep that distance so you're not tucked it in. And let's stretch our back. Slide your forearms underneath those legs. Track your forearms with your legs. And then curve your spine like you're pulling your spine away from your feet, dipping your chin. The more you push down onto those forearms, the more you'll feel that stretch into the shoulder blades. Breathe into it. Easy off. Roll it out. Slide your hands into the shins. Lift up. So we're going to take the band around the right foot. Take that one out wide. Tuck your left one in. You're going to need that hip support usable. So get quite wide to the inner thighs, get your stretch, and then turn your body towards it. Your left arm is going to reach beyond your right, but then you can also go that little bit deeper. Then relax the shoulders, bend the elbows, and drive your head chest down towards that thigh. Stay here for again 20 to 30 seconds. Just breathing into the stretch. If you can walk forward a little bit more, get that left arm in front of that right, dive it down. 2 more breaths. And we begin to ease it off, bending that knee slightly in, taking that right arm inside that leg, lift yourself up tall, hand on the knee to get that elevation, and the arm opens, come into a twist. The arm then goes up to the sky, dead straight, and then we side bend towards that right foot, maybe sliding the leg away a little bit, and then turn the chest and the eye gaze underneath, keeping that beautiful extension through the arm. Left hip push down towards the floor. Feel that wonderful opening to the lower back, hip, rib cage. Turning, keep reaching. Two more deep breaths here. And gently lift the arm. Roll it out. Take the band off the foot. Bring the soles of the feet together. This time tucked in close. So like we're doing lying down, but we're doing it sitting up. Lift up tall. Try and pull your chest forward to pull your shoulders back. And then you can just stay here, or if you want to just hold support here and work here, that's fine. Or if you prefer to curl forward and then drop your head down towards the toes, do so. Find the stretch that works for you. Take 3 to 4 deep breaths in. Just roll it out. Bring those knees back together. Side and forward. Slide that ball behind the lower back again. So we did alternating arm circles. This time I'm going to do 2 arm circles, as in using both arms together. So squeeze the belly into that ball. You're going to lift your arms up towards the sky, squeezing into the shoulder blades, we circle them, swoop them around. So I'm going to do 10 arm circles in this direction and then 10 in the other. Right place. So this is 9. The last one, straight away, we swoop back down, we lift up and we come over. So your abs are really firing up with this one. 5 more to go. Can you sink deeper into that ball? Can you squeeze deeper into that ball? Inhale, exhale, last 3. Last 2. One more, big circle all the way around, and then roll it forward again. Breath or 2, just stay in this position, and you hold onto the shins, and we lift that again. Yeah, let's get a bit more stretch into those hips. So let's get rid of the ball. Bend your left leg forward. Take your right leg to 90-90. And then find your stretch. You might dip down towards that knee, lowering your elbows to the floor, bowing down towards that left leg, or transition into full pigeon if you're comfortable enough. And then breathe into that left button, relaxing through the shoulders. We can take it into the thighs. So you're on your elbows, come up into your hands, bend that back leg, catch the inside of your foot, throw the heel towards the bottom, bring yourself back around the front. If you wish to drop back down to your elbow, you can. Slide your hand around the back of that right foot to drive that heel closer in. So if you're in 90-90, you can just take that knee further back to get more of a stretch. Take one more breath here. Then just release it. You open up with your hands. Sink back into that left hip. So bring yourself to 90-90 in the legs. Walk your hands around to the back of your left thigh and try and stretch as far as you can go. Extending your right arm. I'm going to catch hold of my right wrist. Just pull a little bit deeper. Pull your right knee back a little bit so you get that full stretch down the right side of your body. Then just release it off, pull your hands back in again. And then bring yourself back. And all we're going to do is simply transition to the other side. So if you're in pigeon, you can pick yourself up, flop the legs over. If you're in seated hurdle, sit back into that buttock. Adjust your legs as much as you need to and find that stretch in your right hip. And just breathe into it. Whatever works for you. Stretch that back thigh. Then through the left leg, catch the inside of the foot, drive the heel into towards the bottom. Again, you're here. You can just slide your left knee back a little bit more, heel into the bottom there. Whatever works. Beautiful. Another one is to line your side. You want to fold the top knee, top heel towards your bottom. Another way of doing it. When you're ready, release it off. Sit down to that buttock, keep that 90-90 degree angle in the legs, and then turn to the right and extend your left arm so I can catch my left wrist. Just drive myself down towards the floor, sliding my left knee away from me a little bit more. Then Bruno's legs round in front. Okay, let's take our legs wide. So get as wide as you possibly can, sitting up as tall as you possibly can. You might want to use the ball for this, and you just roll your ball forwards and go with it until your arms go as far as they will go, and stretch the elbows and sink down. Or you can catch hold of your feet or your underneath of your calves. Keep your feet as parallel as possible and breathe into those inner thighs there. A bit more breath, go a little bit further. And then carefully just ease it off, walk back into the middle or slide up your legs. Sit back. Point through the toes. Now lean into your arm, turn your fingers up, pull your shoulders back. Stay here, this is not for you, or you can lift up. Turn so you can hold it. Then ease yourself back down. Hold your legs in, bring yourself into a nice comfortable. Hands on the knees, sit yourself up. Relax the shoulders. Perhaps roll them a few times. One deep breath in and out. Open the arms. And we just finish off by taking those arms up into a big circle. Sliding the fingers together at the top, turn the palms away, taking one more stretch through the lats into the arms. The spine beautifully straight. And then we bring our hands down in front, always bowing down to ourselves, always giving yourselves a little bit of praise, a little clap. Thank you all.